Hello everyone, how's it going? I'm TG Mudstas here. How about if I turn on my camera? That might help. Alright, so we're going to be doing a bit of arena today. I have this deck that I've been playing quite a bit. Was it last month? Yeah, I think last month I played this to Mythic and I was hoping to get a rank, but once I got to Mythic it was kind of just like win one, lose one endlessly, so just getting to Mythic was good enough for me. But I've made some changes to this actually, and I'm pretty optimistic about them. So the first change is I previously was playing 4 copies of what's it called, Goldhound in this slot, but I've switched it out to Skirk Prospector. I was really excited about Goldhound, and I do still like it as a card, but I kind of feel like Skirk Prospector does what this deck wants better, because I was thinking that Goldhound would be good because it has synergy with treasures, but that rarely actually came up, and more often than not I was just using it to sacrifice itself to get a mana. And if that's all that I'm using it for, then I feel like Skirk Prospector is better because I'm also playing 4 copies of Wily Goblin, so Skirk Prospector can get me essentially 2 mana, or maybe even more. And then I've also put in a couple copies of Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I had tried this card out previously, and it kind of was a bit underwhelming when I tried it, but I played it again at the recent face-to-face games tour in Toronto, and I played this in my main deck, and there it actually did a lot of work. So I don't know, maybe when I was underwhelmed with it before, it just didn't really get a chance to do what it's good at, but I liked it when I played it in person, so I want to play this card some more. Let's see what's going on in chat. Hello, the Kyoto Effect and AA. Actually, I'm going to turn off this music that I have. I'll just use the Magic Arena music. So once again, you can see up in the top right corner there, this stream is also brought to you by the Paragon's Age of Champions Kickstarter campaign. So I did one stream where I talked about them before. That was not that long ago, and they're actually already about 2/3 of the way to the goal for the Kickstarter. So that's pretty exciting. I think it looks like a pretty cool game. It's not exactly a TCG. I guess like a TCG-like is one way to describe it, but it's kind of like an all-in-one box set. I'll put a link to it in the chat. That would probably help, so you can take a look at it if you would like. But I definitely encourage you to take a look at it. It looks like something that Magic players would be interested in. I'm interested in it, but it's not exactly a TCG because there's no RNG in the booster packs. It's like an all-in-one box set, so that's something that kind of appeals to me because I already play Magic and I have enough of that to deal with already with my booster packs, right? So it could be a game that could be worth playing, and I definitely recommend checking out the Kickstarter campaign. Bookworm caught a stream, yeah. Happy to see you here. So we're going to play a few games with this. I don't know what rank I am right now because the season restarted, probably like gold maybe. Oh, also one cool thing I changed in the sideboard, I really like this, is I put in a farewell, just 1 copy of it. Because, as I said before with this deck, you can play any color of cards in the sideboard. Because you have access to so many treasures, you can get any color from it, right? But the farewell did so much work at the tournament that I played at in person. I was able to win a game that was basically unwinnable. Like, I was dead on board, my opponent had so much stuff in play, and then randomly I top decked this farewell and cast that out of my mono red deck. It was one of the most satisfying wins that I've had. I don't know about the most satisfying, but it's definitely up there. Then we got a Storm's Wrath as well. But I've also put in a couple of Needleverge Pathways, because that's just free splash in the main deck. Like, it does nothing in game 1, it's just a red land, but in sideboard games this can provide me with white mana if I'd like. And the same idea goes for Blightstep Pathway, because if I brought in Leyline of the Void, there is the possibility that I might want to actually cast that if I draw it, you know, past the opening of the game. So this can give me black mana for that on top of my treasures. How was Arena left after constantly running in the Rogue Mill? Yeah, I don't know, was that in Standard, or I imagine that's probably in multiple formats, right? Because I know that was a big deck in Standard. I haven't played Standard on Arena in a long time, but I do like the Explorer format because it basically is like Pioneer Light, right? Yeah, cast Farewell in mono red. It was so satisfying because I could tell that the opponent, in their mind, they knew they had the game in the bag, because against a mono red deck, there's nothing I could do to come back. Even if I had a Wrath, like they had like Asika's Chariot and things in their graveyard and things like that, where, you know, if I killed all the creatures, they could come back and still kill me in a turn or two. But Farewell just got rid of everything, and I was able to come back and win at like 1 life. So let's start up a game, shall we? Let's see, traditional, explorer, ranked, best of 3. Yes. Yeah, the nice emote. Pretty excited about the Skirk Prospector though, because I feel like that'll be even better now that I have multiple copies of Fable of the Mirror Breaker. So let's see, this hand, it's not ideal, but it's not terrible. I'm going to keep it, because Fable of the Mirror Breaker makes you 2 goblins, basically. That wasn't a good draw. This could be a tough matchup, actually. Because their things tend to have a lot of toughness, so against a red deck, it can be kind of hard to kill them. Goldspan could be useful. Interesting. So here, I guess, something I can do is go, so I got 4, so I could go Captain Lannery Storm, attack, and then before they block I can stomp their Inspiring Overseer. Stop after attacks. And I'll even get in a couple extra damage with Lannery because I'm going to sack 2 treasures. Pretty cool. Some nice synergy there. Oh, they got a spirit, but whatever. Lannery lives. If I wanted to save the treasure, that means I would have been able to Goldspan. What's that? Not Trellisar. Okay. Would have been able to Goldspan pre-combat on my next turn, which is a consideration. It might have been better to do that. Probably attack. I'm okay with trading with either of their things. Yeah. I could get out the Goldspan, or I could play one of these things. Could be cool to get the Fable of the Mirror Breaker in play, actually. Maybe I'll try that. Nothing? Wow. That was unlucky for them. Well, I can pitch some of these lands I don't need. For some other stuff that I don't need. So I'll go Goldspan. Probably get in with everything. Yeah. Making lots of treasure. Yeah. Let's play this thing. Wait. So is that gonna auto pay? Yeah, 1, 2. I'll have one left over for the Skirk Prospector. Kinda sucks that I missed out on that 2 damage by doing it this way, but there's kinda no way around it. Can make another Goldspan soon with this. So I found Skyclave, sucks, and Resplendent Angel. Not feeling too hopeful about this one. Yeah, I'm basically just dead here. Like 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I get one more mana, this thing's gonna kill me. So I guess I need to hold this back and just hope they don't get mana. And I draw like a Glorybringer maybe? I can actually get in with the Captain Lannery Storm. Oh, okay, so the thing is going to trigger now. Yeah, there's no way to come back from this. This is a match where that Farewell could definitely be useful to have, so I'll bring that in. I also want Storm's Wrath. What else? I don't want this Chandra. Yeah. I kind of want to put a second Farewell in the sideboard. What else to take out, though? This is probably good for killing, like, Giada, Trelisara. I could lose one Captain Lannery. Probably don't need 3. Negate? That's a consideration, actually. But the only thing that is good against this Collected Company. What would I take out? Maybe like a Goblin or something? I kind of like leaving in the 1 treasure map We're bringing like 2 negates and pitch 2 goblins. Let's do that. Alright. This sets me up for a turn 3 Glorybringer. As we wait. So I don't need the black mana, so I'll do this. I might want to put this one on blue. Yeah, I'm gonna pay like this. It'll cost me a life. But I might want this one for the blue mana, and I might want to channel this one. Giada, sure. Oh, there we go. Anyway, I'll get this out. And I guess just Glorybringer. Sacking this one. Probably do want to exert. Don't want them to have the extra mana. Let me get in with the Skirk Prospector too. Another Glorybringer would be just great. Treasure map's not bad though. Things getting big. Do I want this? Not really. I would like an extra removal spell that I could combine with Glorybringer to kill that thing. I'm going to scry before I draw. Don't want that. Well. Probably just attack with Glorybringer. Don't even bother exerting. I can play this, or I could leave up land to try and bluff Negate. I'm not going to try and bluff it. Oh, I can still try and bluff it actually, because this thing can give me a mana. Yeah, they're just going to go for it. I'd do the same. I guess they have some choices. gonna scry before I draw again. Fable is gonna be too slow to do anything. There's the negate. Well, I can try and find something with the treasure. Interesting. Oh, that was on my draw step. So now I can combine Glorybringer with Chandra to kill that Trelisara. And I can still leave up Negate. Yeah.
I'm the best fire starter there is.
Can't really attack with this because they just double block here.
Now you're playing with fire.
Just leave up Negate, I guess. Feels good. They can kill Chandra here, which sucks. Yeah, what can you do?
We're done here.
Let's draw a card. Didn't say please. So I can attack with a Facebreaker. I can attack with Mobilized District too. Right, that would do nothing. They just block it. Probably just get this land in play as a white source. Attack with this. And probably just use its ability to try and find something. It's not ideal. So here I can either channel this thing or just sack a Ramunap Ruins. Another Bishop of Wings. Oh boy, I think I might be dead here. Yeah. Alright. You got me. As I was saying, this is kind of a tough matchup. I'm silver. Anyway, that really does make me want to put another Farewell in the sideboard. Could have been super useful there. What do I take out? Storm's Wrath? Or Abrade, maybe? I could take out a Redcap Melee, because Winota is banned now, right? That's mainly what that was in there for. I think Angels is pretty common, actually. Let's try it again. How's that for a hand? Probably don't want that. That's not bad. I'd like to have some removal, but I'll probably keep it. Just lose one of these Skirk Prospectors. This hand is pretty good against Thoughtseize. The thing that sucks is they can take my land. I don't know if they want to do that, but it is a possibility. I would probably do that, just because it's my kind of thing to do. Yeah. Well. How about a goblin? Really need to draw a land here now. Well, it's a land. It comes into play tapped. The treasure map can do a lot of work in this kind of matchup. Maze Mine, yeah, it looks like they're playing a really grindy one. And treasure map is good at grinding. Also, I believe there's no way for mono black to answer treasure map. Unless they wait until it flips into a land and then they like Field of Ruin. So I want to scry into a land, I think. Yeah, so that I can Fable of the Mirrorbreaker and also scry again with treasure map. Put a counter on it. Gifted Aetherborn's fine. Don't really need 6 mana Chandra at the moment. And I'm not going to scry, because, okay, perfect. Because if I upkeep Scryed there and I did not hit a land, it means I wouldn't be able to play my Fable of the Mirrorbreaker. Yeah. Glorybringer is good, yeah. So right now I can't cast it, but I can do this and get some treasures and then cast it. Yeah, the land would be good. Yeah. I would like to have all these cards. Maybe not the Bonecrusher? Because that would let me draw into this land here. Which means I would be able to save one more treasure to draw another card later. It's tough. I'll just keep the Bonecrusher. What happened to my sound effects? There's no sound effects. It's kind of weird, isn't it? Is it just glitching out or something? There's still music though. Okay. Well, that worked out pretty well. Sideboard, I want another treasure map to be more grindy. Probably want Farewell. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Once again, the third Lannery and one of these goblins. I don't know if I want 2 Farewells. Let's try it like this. I'm pretty good at drawing 1-landers, right? This is pretty good. I probably don't want to play with fire. I probably could have taken some of these out, actually, because I don't know what they play that has 2 or less toughness. Probably should have kept that third Captain Lannery Storm and just pitched to play with fire. Here I might take the Chandra. You can take the land again. I have 2 others. Sound effects disappeared again. I'm just gonna play. Wait, no. I was just gonna Bonecrusher there, but I'd have to sack my goblin, so maybe not. I'll just leave up a stomp. But if I had 3 mana, I wouldn't be opposed to just playing the Bonecrusher and giving up the value of the stomp. Yeah, like any card that's 2 cards in 1 in this matchup is good, because you just want to grind. Alright then. It's kind of a free win because the opponent conceded pretty early both times. So we're 1-1 so far. Not sure if I would change anything else. So in the Pioneer version of this deck, like in the paper version, what's different? This Mobilized District is Mutavault. Mutavault is kind of just better. What else? Instead of the third Lannery, I have 1 Pia and Kieran Nalaar, which I think is a pretty cool inclusion. But otherwise, that's the only difference. This hand seems pretty good. Once again, all that is really missing is removal, but Glorybringer's removal. Oh, the pee hole. There's no point in sacrificing it. I'll put a stop here, but I probably don't even want to upkeep Scry. Because I have a play on 3. They could portable hole my treasure map if they have another. Well, let's play this. Could get countered. Okay. I missed my upkeep scry there. I would have liked to have scried that away, but oh well. I'm not really sure what they were thinking about. Probably not worth sacrificing this here, because there's a good chance I could get something I can't even cast right now anyway. Start scrying with my treasure map though. Well, there's an answer to treasure map. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'd take a Lannery. Yeah, I haven't really played much this season, so my rank is decayed down to silver. Well, so far I've played against green-white angels and mono-black stuff. I'd like to know what they're thinking about. They must have something. Hey, Nicholas. How's it going? So are they gonna march my thing? Sure. Is that what they were considering? Alright, I'll square that to the bottom, get some value out of this. Oh, what'd you play to Mythic last season, Squiggles? Yeah, sure. Okay with just Glorybringer in here. Guess these treasures aren't really doing me much since I don't have Treasure Cove, so I'm okay with just spending them on mana.
You'll thank me later.
I don't know, they're gonna bounce this. Alright, so Fairy has one, right? Yeah, so I can actually kill that with Spikefield Hazard. Although, so that'll be one, two. Yeah, I'll kill that with Spikefield, and then I'll just stomp the opponent.
Really should have seen that coming.
Dimir Ninjas and Historic. It's pretty good. I could have stomped a Fairy, but it would be giving up 1 damage, basically. Because I only needed 1 damage to kill it, so Spikefield did the job. Fable. It's a little bit annoying how I have, like, just shy of enough mana to activate one of my creature lands and also play something. I kind of want to just fire this up. Make them use a Field of Ruin, but I'll be able to, nice, okay. So let's tap this for a red. I'll be able to play my Fable of the Mirror Breaker anyway. Yeah, Dimir Ninjas is quite good. Yeah, they have another field there. I guess for my Mobilized District. I guess also they maybe shuffle away my Glorybringer, which could be a problem. I don't think I have any more basic mountains in my deck. I'm not sure. Kind of don't mind having this Skirk Prospector just as something to attack with. The chances are I'll draw a land. Whatever. Let's pitch it. Yeah, there's the land. If I fire this up, definitely they're going to Field of Ruin it. So I would kind of like to wait until they're a bit more constrained on mana to do something like that. Huh. I should look at my opponent's lands and see what they have. Yeah. It's not a bad idea. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. I never had a Bonecrusher Giant anyway, right? So that basically I could have had them at 1 right now, because could have been able to attack with this also. So that has to be Doomscar, right? I'm not sure what else gets foretold. Hey, there's that Skirk Prospector. Play this thing. Yeah. No, I have no basics. I feel it slipping away. Yeah, there's that Doomscar. So, I mean, I'll try it. It's for cards in the sideboard for the blue and white splash. Absorb, yeah, okay. That's basically game. So if I had not misplayed that one turn, they would have been at 1. So I would have been able to just hold on to the stomp until maybe they tapped out. I'm not sure if that would happen or not, though. Alright, what else you got? I'm about ready to call this one. They got this Memory Deluge. They got a Planeswalker going. Yeah. I got nothing going on, just lands. So I definitely want 4 negates, as well as my treasure map. Don't think I want Farewell or any of this removal, so I don't want... Probably not Play with Fire. Maybe not Skirk Prospector. What could I change? Everything else is pretty good. It's pretty easy to go down on Skirk Prospector because it's kind of like it's a poor trade-off of resources for me. Like it does ramp me, but I have to sacrifice a card to do it, and then there's going to be a pretty high chance that the card I sacrifice this to play is going to die after like 1 turn anyway. Or it might die before it even gets to attack. Whereas with Wily Goblin, it's not really a trade-off like that, because like at least I have a 1/1 Goblin left over after I spend the mana that it produces. Yeah, seems okay to me. I guess Skirk Prospector could help me ramp into 6 mana Chandra, but I only have 2 of those anyway. Weird. I think I'll keep this. Because I'm on the play, it's possible that I could sneak in this Chandra underneath a counterspell. And then they might not be able to answer it in a timely fashion with something like, because you can't use Portable Hole on it. And I have the negate here, so if I draw into something that makes a treasure or one of my blue lands, that could be very good. Stomp is, or Bonecrusher Giant rather, is pretty good there. Don't need the white, so let's go red, and then just, yeah, I'll attack, and then on their turn stomp them. I don't expect it to get countered, but if it does, that's kind of good because it means I'll be able to resolve Chandra. Okay. I'm drawn into some pretty good cards here. So I could just go for Chandra, but there are many things which could counter it. So I'm just going to attack. I play this land, attack, and then cast the Bonecrusher. And my music is gone now too. Ether Ghost, okay. I'll top that. It's be so quiet now. Where'd my other music go? I think I turned off my actual music. Okay, well, we're playing with no game audio now apparently. Yeah, the audio is on. Oh, interesting. Wait, audio. I would like it to play while minimized, actually. Yeah, make it to stop the opponent again. So here they have counterspell for whatever. Let's attack. And probably just stomp on their turn. I can't safely cast anything here. The white noise of a fan. Yeah, my you can hear my computer. Because whenever I play Arena, my computer sounds like a jet that's about to take off. Lannery's pretty good. So anything I throw out here, I just have to assume it's going to get countered. Okay. So I think here I just resolve the Chandra and kill their thing. I don't think that they have anything that's going to ping it for 1 damage. Could go like land to fairy bounce it, would suck. But I would love to draw a blue producing land. So what do they do here? I suspected they might just up to fairy there. Oh, there's the blue land. So now I can plus That gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not quite enough to play Glorybringer and Lannery, but it's enough to play Glorybringer and leave up Negate. So I probably plus play Glorybringer and Exert to kill this as well as the Wandering Emperor, I think. Oh, you're going to do the audio then? Alright. I could attack the fairy, but I'd rather just get one of these planeswalkers off the table. No. Can't do that, opponent. So there's a good chance that Chandra sticks around. They could just have a removal spell for Glorybringer and then bounce Chandra, though. Nice sound effects. Yeah, I love playing off-color sideboard cards. Always makes me feel like I'm smart. Interesting. I guess they just needed a basic. Another stop's fine. So let's go plus and then play Captain Lannery. I wonder if they have another Wandering Emperor. Probably need to... I could just go after the opponent. But I think I need to deal with this Teferi. Yeah, basically, like, Big Red basically feels like Mono Red control sometimes. Now they always have to be thinking, do I have a counterspell? Could play the Bonecrusher here, but it kind of feels like overcommitting. I'd rather just stomp. I can do both, actually. The fact that they didn't answer either of these kind of leads me to believe they might have a Wrath. So I don't know about committing too much here. Large red, yeah. I'm playing substantial red. It has a wide girth. March, okay. Is unfortunate. Do I want to stomp to fairy here? Probably, yeah. Chandra Tribal, yeah. Sometimes that's what this deck feels like, because I do have 3 different Chandras, so there have been games where I go Chandra into Chandra into Chandra. It's pretty fun. Oh yeah, I did have a cat. So I guess at this point I can start trying to plus to draw stuff. Still 2 damage. It's kind of weird playing with absolutely no audio, not even any background music. Let's try playing one Bonecrusher Giant. And a Skirk Prospector. Just for good measure. It's there mostly for moral support. Where are my 6 Chandras? I haven't drawn those at all yet. I would like to draw one, please, game. There's the removal spell. I get to draw a card, so there's that. So this looks very suspiciously like an absorb. I was hoping they would counter that. Yeah, well, what am I gonna do? Not play my spells? Let's try it. Counter target spell. That's pretty annoying, actually. It's like an endless stream of blockers for them. Fable. I wonder if maybe they just don't have an answer to Chandra. Can I just win with the Chandra emblem? This time I see they have that land there. See him learning. There's an answer to Chandra. Not really sure what I do about this shark, other than lose to it. And kill my goblin? Oh wait, yeah. Yep. And with that Chandra, what my hopes of winning the game? Let's pitch these. The treasure map. Can I resolve this? Oh, I'm gonna die in 4 turns to this. Negate. Like, I have a negate, but I'm ready to just call this one. Look how many cards are in their hand. They have an active fairy, a 7/7 flyer, they can draw more cards. What am I gonna do? We'll let the opponent win here. Yeah, we'll let them win, as if they weren't going to win anyway. Yeah, 3 turns at that. Look at you do math. Hey, my sound effects are back. Usually I feel like that's a pretty decent matchup for me when I've played it historically, because my deck can grind pretty well, and also it's basically just getting in underneath their counter spells. If I can, have one of my negates at a key moment. It was decent in that game when I got to counter their Fateful Absence, but that definitely wasn't the best that it could have been. I mean, there was no coming back from that. Like, we could have kept playing it out for another, 5 or 10 minutes, but the game was over. We can keep playing, though. I definitely do still like this deck. Before we do that, though, I'm going to just take a moment to mention once again about the Paragon's Age of Champions game / Kickstarter. So as you can see in the top corner there, on the right, there's a little banner for it. But this is a Kickstarter campaign which is sponsoring the stream tonight. And it's a pretty cool game, I think. It's an all-in-one box set. So there's no booster pack RNG. Don't have to worry about anything like that. And it's a game that I think Magic players like you and I might be interested in. I'm definitely interested to try the game out myself. And currently, it's at about 2/3 of the way to the Kickstarter goal. So it looks like it's going to get funded. I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm going to put a link in the chat once more. Right here. And I'd encourage you to go check out the Kickstarter campaign. So let's queue up another one. Oh yeah, it's basically like kind of like a draft, not really draft simulator, but there's drafting involved. So it's kind of like getting to go out and play at a draft night, but you have this all-in-one box set and you can do it at home. You kind of choose an archetype and draft around that. You have your champion, you can draft an army to go with it. It's pretty neat. And then, yeah, for the different tiers also, I'm just trying to remember what I saw when I was looking at it, but it's like for the different tiers of the Kickstarter, like you can go at one of the low tiers and you get a print and play version, but also the tiers where you get the actual, like the physical product, they seem pretty competitively priced to me, so I'm pretty interested in backing it myself. This hand, like, feels pretty decent actually. It's a little bit heavy on the lands. But I could do, man. I had a pretty good chance of doing Chandra into Chandra there. This is a pretty good draw actually, that Wily Goblin. I need 6 Chandras, yeah. I'd love for the opponent to tap out here. There's not really any reason for them to. I don't know what they would play. This one does have Yorion though. That's interesting. Oh, let's just attack. So, if my Skirk Prospector survives, I can land a big Chandra next turn. And I'm not sure if this deck will main deck Aether Gust, so I feel like it should resolve. So this kind of, how my sound effects love to disappear. It feels like a Wandering Emperor, which means if I attack, they'll kill one of my things. Probably the Skirk Prospector, which means I couldn't play Chandra. Although I would be able to post-combat medium Chandra there. Which could also be good. What if I just attack with Wily Goblin? Probably they do nothing. I'm gonna attack with just Wily Goblin. Because I want to sacrifice it to play Big Chandra anyway, so attacking with it, I get in 1 more damage this way. Teeny red, I'm playing 6 mana spells. So I'm happy to resolve that for sure. Some of the decks like this that I've played against in the past, oh, they can actually bounce that. But in the past I have played against blue-based control decks where they just concede when you cast this Chandra. Feels pretty satisfying. So I can actually recast that next turn if my Skirk Prospector lives. Cycle for 0. Oh, so they're looking for land, I guess. Found it. And they foretell, I guess, a Doomscar? I think I'm going to take this opportunity to resolve this Chandra, actually. Yeah. Because when else am I going to be able to resolve it? I can play this next turn. I mean, it can't be countered, right? Like, even if they had Spell Pierce there, I still wouldn't be able to pay for it. Yeah. I'm not sure what they could do to come back here. So that worked out well. So I'll lose my... Actually, Play with Fire isn't so bad against blue-white control when they're playing the Wandering Emperor. I could take out a couple. And I'm actually kind of not a fan of Professional Facebreaker in this matchup. Because it's a card that does nothing when it comes into play. Well, it doesn't do nothing. Like, it can get me a treasure if I attack with something else, but it's kind of slow. Eight emblems? Holy crap. That's a lot of emblems to have on you. I don't know what else to cut. I actually don't mind going down one Glorybringer, because I still have, what, 5 dragons at that point? It can be difficult to resolve, 5-mana dragon in this matchup, especially when I'm on the draw. And in this match, I feel like Goldspan is probably better than Glorybringer. This hand is really slow. I do have blue mana for in case I draw a Negate. So if I keep this, what am I doing? I'm gonna keep it, and actually I think use these to try and scry into hopefully a treasure map or a Negate. Even like Wily Goblin would be great right here. That, not so much. Oh, there's the treasure map, awesome. Now hopefully they just don't have Portable Hole. Nice. I will upkeep Scry because I don't want to land right now. I don't know. I don't see myself resolving 2 5-mana dragons. That's a good one though. I'm gonna play this and start making them think about counter spells. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, they just passed? They do nothing? Sure. I'm gonna upkeep Scry again. Now I kind of do want to land, actually. Why did it... It spent my blue mana on the Scry. I guess because I had no blue cards in my hand, but still, come on, Arena. Hey, James, how's it going? March. I would have loved to have been able to negate that. If I draw a land this turn, still in pretty good shape. Excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna Goldspan and not. I do have to spend that. Okay, so I'm gonna Goldspan. There's the Ether Gust. I'm gonna put that on top, I guess. It really sucks that I messed up the auto tap there. Having that Treasure Cove flipped would mean so big here. Interesting. It resolves. So they have another March. This is pretty good though, because I get a treasure. Can negate that. That feels pretty good. Now we're in business. Yep, but now I can big Chandra. Ooh. Another Negate. I wonder if they have Ether Gust here. I feel like they probably have Ether Gust, so I'm gonna do this Chandra. Because otherwise I would... Dovin's Veto can't be countered, okay. Otherwise I would have been spending my thing right here. And I wouldn't have enough to recast the Chandra. Anyway, let's just check it out. Yeah, the idea was the small Chandra with Negate backup, but can't negate Dovin's Veto. Well, you can, but it's not going to work out how you want it to. Flying, lifelink, when a redraw card gets +1/+0. Discard a card, it gets hexproof, tap it. Oh, nice, John's here, yeah. Always at the streams. I think I can kill this, potentially. Let's see if this resolves. Okay, so they discard that, the March, but then I'm also going to Stomp. This way, though, it makes them discard their Yorion as well. I'm kind of okay with this. So if either one of those resolved, I wouldn't be able to kill this by just -3ing Chandra. But instead, let's just plus and hold up Negate. You just woke up 10 minutes ago. And now if they attack Chandra, that lets me fire up my Den of the Bugbear. Although I wouldn't have mana for Negate. Wow. It's pretty good. Wow. All right. I guess I just plus. Attack with this thing. Yeah, I think this one got away from us. It's gonna be impossible for me to kill this one now. I'll pay the 3 life for this so that I can hold up Negate, but this thing is gonna outpace us, I think. Uh-oh. I wonder how different it would have turned out if I was able to negate that march on the treasure map. I'm literally just dead. They just attacked me. That's alright. I guess the only consideration is possibly bringing in Farewell, because it would kill that thing, but that's about all it does. I'll just play it again like this. We have no music, but we just have this weird looping sound effect in the background. It's a little bit creepy, actually. We're on the play, which is nice. Okay, I like this. Hey, Mr. Toots, how's it going? Always happy to have you here. So getting this treasure map in play is pretty big. Just need to hope that it doesn't die to a march. Well, didn't die to a march. Yeah, Fable's nice though. So what do we want to pitch? Probably a Skirk Prospector and... what do I do? Getting a Skirk Prospector isn't bad here. Maybe I'll just pitch one. So having this treasure up is pretty big now, because that gives me access to Negate. Well, thanks for coming by, Toots. I beat all of my future opponents. Yeah, go to damage. Not going to play Chandra into the counterspell magic here when counterspell magic. It's a weird way to say it, but anyway, not when I can wait one more turn and leave up Negate. There's wide in the deck because I have Farewell in the sideboard. Our opponent's missing land drops here. This could be an opportunity for us to seize. I don't know whether it matters if I pre-combat or post-combat Chandra. I have a ton of mana here, because each one of these is basically a mana as well. I knew it. It's okay. Still got this negate. Okay, Glorybringer is good. Definitely want to pre-combat that. Absorb it, opponent. I'm pretty sure they have a Wrath here. I was thinking if they absorbed it, I might not have even countered. Because it really feels like they have a Wrath. And I would much prefer to counter that instead. Ether Gust. Okay, I'll put that on top. And I'm just realizing now that I could have made a copy of Glorybringer, but mistakes happen. Okay, well, let's run it back. Can I fire up Mobilized District? 1, 2, 3, 4. Not really safely. Okay, so here I counter that. Glorybringer resolves. I make a copy of it, and I think I win. Alright, we did it. Had a couple of misplays there, but got there in the end. I'm gonna do one more. Could be fun. What's in the store? I don't care about that. I just checked this because sometimes, like, they used to do this more often than they do now, but sometimes they'll have the deal where it's like, spend 50 gold, get 500 gold or something like that. So it's just free stuff. So I figure it's worth checking for. We'll do one more game though. So what are we, 2-2 at the moment? It's a very Jund-esque record. Oblique Oblo guy? Oblique? I don't know. This hand seems good. Probably play this turn 1 tap. Hope that I'm not against an aggressive deck. Well, this is pretty good against an aggressive deck, but just playing it tapped would be losing out on value with not being able to use my 1 mana burn spell. And very Tezzeret themed, look at that. There's another blue-white control deck. Assuming we get some more lands, Chandra could be good then. There's at least Esper colors. So I think here I'm going to stomp and then potentially play with fire them to try and scry into land. Treasure map is good, but I need land. Skirk Prospector. It's not a land, but could potentially get me there. Not sure what deck this is. I haven't seen it. Oh wait, what am I talking? This is Greasefang. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. They could just kill me here if they have a Greasefang. Not just kill me, but essentially end of the game. Fortunately, they don't have it, so that's good for me. Also here, I'd probably sack this thing to Goldspan. Didn't realize Greasefang played that. And I also forgot to attack. Oh well. So, after sideboarding, I definitely want Leyline of the Void. Oh, land is good. Let's play this thing. I could just sack the Skirk Prospector to get Glorybringer in play, but don't really want to give up my resources like that. So far we've gotten very lucky with them not having the Greasefang. Is this... I haven't seen this before. This is interesting. What does this do? Okay. What is happening? This feels like a rogue deck to me just because I haven't played against these cards. Like I haven't played that much in the past month, so it could be a meta deck for all I know. Opponent really likes Tezzeret though. There's that. So I really want to draw a land here. Um, I can play this, but I think I'm gonna see if they emblem their Tezzeret, and then I would kill this, or try to. Ah, another Tezzeret. I assume Greasefang is in their deck. Just, just means 0 in the top half, apparently. Let's attack them. Okay, they found it. They're at 7 life, though. Oh, they can just recast that. That was a weird game. So, like... Yeah, like I can play this Skirk Prospector, I can attack and exert, but... They would just block it, take 4... I'll play it out, but we're gonna lose. They're gonna block it, take 4, replay Parhelia and attack me, win. I assume. Oh, I guess this wouldn't have haste, so there's that. What? Alright. Got me with their counter spells. Okay, so we want Leyline. Probably want to braid. Yeah, definitely want to braid. Don't want Treasure Map. It's too dirtily. Same with Facebreaker. And probably Fable, actually. Maybe can go down a couple of Play with Fire. Negate could be okay. Farewell could do work too, but it would be pretty situational. Maybe that. No, I can't really keep this. It's too slow. This hand is good. Probably pitch Hmm. The Glorybringer? Because I was thinking of Wily Goblin. Because I want the 2 lands, I want Negate, I want Leyline, so it's between Wily Goblin or Lannery. Or Glorybringer. But if I pitch the Wily Goblin, then there's a chance I might not draw a 3rd land, so I wouldn't be able to play Lannery, which could get me to Glorybringer. But if I pitch the Glorybringer, then Lannery can still do a pretty decent job of getting in damage. And I have more dragons and stuff, I might just draw another finisher. Yes, I would like to start with this in play. Alright, let's see how much work this Leyline can do. Oh, that land was actually a very good draw, because if I didn't get it, I would have had to play this on the red side in order to play my Wily Goblin, which means I would have had to spend my treasures to play Negate. Okay, so let's go this on blue, Lannery, Actually, I could Lannery attack, leave up Negate, or I could just Chandra and kill this. I kind of like the Lannery attack, leave up Negate. Interesting that they attack. Unless I have some thing. Let's attack. So I can Chandra here and leave up Negate. I'll be spending 3 treasures. If I wait until next turn, though, I can do it pre-combat. And get in the damage from the treasures. Kind of a tough choice. So I play Chandra, they try to counter it, I negate. Then what? I might go minus on the hotshot mechanic. Okay. And then next turn I can plus and Goldspan. I could also just plus the Chandra here, but I want to get this thing here off of the board. Yeah, I'm not sure how much Tezzeret's doing here, especially since oh! Okay, Tezzeret's doing something. Well, let's attack Tezzeret, get a treasure. And that's just permanently a 4/4. Interesting. So I got a land. I assume they probably have a counterspell. But once again, what am I going to do? Not play my spells? Okay. almost play the Glorybringer as well. Alright, that went pretty well. I feel like the Leyline probably did a lot of work there. Like, we didn't see any Parhelions or anything get discarded, but that's probably because why would they discard it at that point? Maybe I want another negate? I don't know. And what do I take out? This thing? Seems like a pretty cool deck. Outside of the Greasefang thing. I feel like Greasefang is... I don't know. Not really a fan of that card existing. Anyway, yeah, I'll keep this. Sucks that I don't have a Leyline. No Leyline. Let's get this into play. I guess, is this in here just to crew Parhelion? I'm not entirely sure. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna just play this. Kind of feels bad, but at the same time, I don't want to spend my treasure to try and play one of these into a counterspell because it's giving up my only blue source for the negate. I would like for them to try for Tezzeret here. Is they're not gonna? No. Getting all the wrong splash colors here. Once again, I'd like to leave up negate. feel like either way it's going to work out poorly for me here because I want to negate that, but they're probably going to counter my thing, then they're going to discard a Parhelion, untap, and Greasefang. If I don't do that though, then they still just discard Parhelion, untap, and Greasefang. Or maybe do they just have like another one or something? I'm not sure. Okay. So Skirk Prospector and try for Glorybringer. They didn't seem to have the counterspell last turn. Dang it. Playing this Pioneer big red deck. So now I just need them to... oh, never mind. Yep. There is the Parhelion. Yeah. That's alright. They have got us. Got Greasefanged. So went, what, 2 and 3 today. Not the best, but hey, got a couple wins anyway, right? The Skirk Prospectors did feel better than Goldhound though, so I'm happy to be able to try that out. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here, probably. So once again, here's the deck. I do still like it. I'll keep playing this deck. Like, this just wasn't a super good day for us. I made a couple misplays, but it happens. Added one more farewell to the sideboard. I'm a pretty big fan of that. So before I head out, I'll just mention a couple things. As I said before, the stream today is being sponsored by the Paragon's Age of Champions Kickstarter. It is a all-in-one box set card game. I'll put a link to it in chat there. I definitely recommend you to go check it out, but it looks pretty cool. As Magic players, it's you know, feels like our type of game, and it's about 2/3 of the way to being funded, so it looks like it's going to be successful. So you know, definitely recommend going to check that out. Also, as always, we have the Face-to-Face Games promo code. You can use that if you shop at Face-to-Face Games and save 5% on your order. And also, for anyone that is not in my Discord server, I definitely recommend coming to join that. We've got almost 400 members now. So, you know, it's a pretty active place, very friendly and fun place to be. You can find a link to that in the video description, and the video description of pretty much all my videos. Anyway, I'm going to end it here, though, I think. So thanks, everyone, for coming. I've got some more videos coming up, some comedy shorts planned, so keep an eye out for those. Otherwise, though, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.